Well, hello everyone. Guess who's back? Me. I'm back. Oh, and there. Ah. Oh. Ah. Anyway, I'm back. And that. There's music for you guys. Yes, I am back. And that's mainly because I'm no longer on. Well, I guess technically I'm still on a night shift, but different job. I'm now bakery closer. So, yeah. I get to close things and bake bread. So much bread. Also get cake. But I don't. I get cake for other people. I don't get cake. Unless I want some. I have to buy it. I don't want to buy it. Who wants to buy cake? Yeah. Anyway. Since this is more of a test, I guess, of a stream to see how everything goes through, maybe. Definitely listen to myself, but we're going to just start off with a simple game called Railroader, where we are basically just going to be driving trains, delivering freight, all that fun stuff. Also, new avatar. You don't. Well, I guess being YouTuber. Yeah. It now Links. It looks. It's more animated than the last, and a little better designed, I guess. You know, I do have a surprise though for if certain kaiju shows up in the chat though. Let's see if he ever decides to pop in, but knowing him, he won't. He never looks. He's never here. Yeah, but I can't blame him. Anyway, with that, let us switch over to this fun little railroader game. So this is an early access game, but it's one that I really enjoy because I don't have to do anything to build the tracks. Railroad Online is great, but it was horrible to start. But this one, I don't have to do anything. We might go to that game. We might go to Railroad Online. I do plan on trying to stream every day for at least 2 hours. We'll see how work treats me. And it's usually going to be around a 9-10 start time because I want to see if I can do just like small streams every day. We'll see. Basically, I want to use this as a way to both unwind and kind of just, hey, have others watch. Anyway, I have already decided on a name and everything for this railway. We're going to be calling it the Fancy Cellstar Railway. Just because it has its reporting or mark as far. We'll be doing company mode because where's the fun in just being in a sandbox? But let us get it going. We do, and I've played a lot of this game, so I don't actually need any of this tutorial stuff. Well, let's see. We've got 1 pound of coal in there, as much water as we need, and we got this thing that's currently derailed. Let's just get them both re-railed. And also turn that down because I really do like being able to see the actual reporting marks So we had our 2 trains over there. If we come over here, we have a coal miner, which is actually full, thankfully. Usually before, what, 3 updates ago, they changed that so that this actually started full, but it usually started empty, and it also started out over on the track over there. But we're going to go ahead and switch that to unload coal, and it will buy coal from the east, or from the somewhere here. And we got our fancy little caboose here with working lights and somewhat working. You could go through so much thing in this game, but that's a nice little thing. You know what'd be really nice though? I think what we're going to do for kind of really any series, I want to name these trains after people. But first, we need to get everything going. And with you, seem to be unloading, but I'm gonna have it unload parts here and again buy them from over there. Yeah, so I think we are good to get going. Now, we'll have that pulled up just in case, but I think what I want to do, and I actually should go to this. I like playing in real time because it actually makes everything feel better. Do we want to make it hostile so we have more work to do, or do we want to just keep it as is? We'll keep it as is for now. That is good. I do have mods loaded for this game because no fun without it. And we should be good to just start up and go. So first off, we throw our thruster on our reverser. It can go 100% in either direction, but going 100% actually makes it go slower. So if you set it to like 80%, go faster, and basically the closer you are to the center, the faster you'll go. Going too fast is a bad, as you'll end up derailed like that one. Let's go ahead and give it 30% throttle. I didn't even check what my meters are set to. Now we need to go down, grab this guy. Got a good amount of speed there, so we'll just coast now. I'm gonna take him, throw him into the repair shop, and then I think what I want to do is go and grab our log cars, are right over there, get them set up and run them up to the logging mill here. That way they're going, and then we can just leave them. And I just want to skip past that first one. It's not really long enough. I need that one. Definitely need the tender pass there. Ah, for that reverser. And slowly reverse back up. I just thought of something I did want to change. Fortunately, this sway in this game is sometimes a little too much. But I'm just going to let us coast here a little bit because this is a hill. I don't want to derail like the other one. Yeah, let's open that up. Why not? Now, I could be playing this in basically the third person mode, but I like first person mode. Makes it feel more immersive. Brake slightly on. You don't want to. General idea is you want to, when you're going to hook up with something, you want to be around 5 miles per hour or less. Otherwise, you'll cause damage when connecting to other cars. Alright, so that's good. All connected up. Independent on, and now we just go back forward. With 30%. That'd be more than enough. Oh, you know what? I just noticed something I didn't switch. I'm not wearing the right type of hat this kind of job here. So what I'm going to do is put on the right hat. There we go. We have a better hat. Better hat. More fitting for this type of game. I do need to go just to check that we're still set. Put our reverser on. Fast. Should be about now. Yep. Fast. Hello. How's it going, Radish? Hopefully everything's coming through all right. And I hope you're having a good day. Just shove my head through a window, I guess. Independent brake here a little bit. I'll load the last 1 ton of coal into there for the moment before we set him back up over there, and then grab that and place it over on the unload. Oh, that's good to know. This is my first time streaming in quite a minute. It actually had to stop because I was doing a night shift job that was basically just taking up all my time. But now I don't have to worry about that job anymore, thankfully. And I get to just have nice little chilled streams. Need to go past it, hook up to the coal car. Both of them are just occupying rail, so we'll just have to go past it. If you're on keyboard and mouse, it should just be the tab button. Hitting tab will show or hide where things go. It's a this game is definitely an enjoyable game. Just make sure you don't lose track of time, because I mean, I've sunk hours into this game, and yeah, I've yep, enjoy your little break there. And we will continue. I'll put this train in the repair shop now. Oh, I still need to hire a repair crew for this. Gonna go up into here, go over to locations. Could also grab the contracts for this. With these. That way I can start delivering freight cars. Like, none of the logging stations are quite ready yet. I make quite a bit of money, so I'm actually just gonna go with start off with, they won't show up until tomorrow, but that is perfectly a-okay. This guy situated right in here. Get that brake on. Just apply the brake. Then we're gonna disconnect that. Hop in and go for a ride. As next thing I want to do is get that whole car loaded up in there, just so we have that done and out of the way. Just in case we need more coal. Shouldn't that right. This there, so we'll just go to the map, which is nice. Well, if it isn't Hunter, how you doing, bud? The ninjas are great and all, but the thing is, boomstick. Ninjas do not have boomsticks, so I kind of just saw them coming. Especially where I live, I mean, can't really hide in the middle of the field. I will say that the sound in this game is just a little much. We're gonna drop that a little more, just so that it's more audible. But how are you doing, Hunter? You know what? Just for you. We're gonna go customize real quick. I'm gonna give this one the start. We're gonna go on to the car here. There you go. You get your own little brain. Ah. I'm sorry to hear about your phone. Have you ever considered, getting good? No, you're perfect. This store doesn't exist, and it can't stop. but it's good to see you around, Hunter. Always nice to have you here. Eesh. It really doesn't like you today, does it? Well, better go. I guess you know, if you throw your phone in the microwave, it might unfreeze. Just put it on the dethaw setting. Since we're not going far with this, I'm not going to worry about hooking up the pressure lines because, I mean, why? And now we're just going to coast. I do like the music that I found. It is completely royalty free, so royalty free, copyright free, all that. I'm not worried about any of that. Still have it on the Twitch bot track thing. I know this ain't the most exciting game, but it's a nice and relaxing game, that's for sure. You actually passed that sharp. You are past it. That's and now we just need to get it onto the coal loader. I don't think that's right. But I don't know. I don't build tracks, so maybe it is completely right. And just for emergency's sake, I'll open the doors, even though those do nothing in the game. And apply the handbrake. Just so it doesn't roll anywhere, even though it's on flat ground and shouldn't roll. Unless I push it. I ain't gonna push it. And then check this. We're gonna flip over to those tracks. And just set you to like 80% forward and it's set up to this track. We're gonna grab these log cars and run them up the track. Even though they're not going to unload anywhere at the moment, that is perfectly fine. Fast enough, so that should be good. I do want to customize these though. Let's give them base color of like the bright red. Green lettering. Yeah, that'll work. and copy to all the cars. You're going a little too fast to connect them. There you go. Much better. They're all connected up. Not a single line was set, so we're going to turn on the pressure for these because I'm taking these ones a little farther. I do like having the whistle and bells. We need to flip you to there, and you're already set. And after this, we just need to run a passenger line, and we should be good to go. Welcome back, ML Radish. How was your break? Wait for that last car to clear. I don't like zooming in so much as I do. It just makes movement. But I need to be able to see if that car passes. So just go here and flip that switch. Get it back up to 50%, and we're going to run these log cars up there. We don't have a destination. I just there we go. I accidentally uncoupled those trying to look at this. We don't have the unload destination for the moment, but we should have it tomorrow so that once these logs cars are filled up, we can just go grab them and throw them back into this sawmill track and then start running the sawmill. And now we can reduce it down to 60. Be more than enough. But the plan is we're going to skip the L1 track because that can only fit 4 cars at most. We're going to run them up the L2 track, which can actually fit all 8. There's also L3 and L4 tracks, but I don't want to run up that far. I don't have to. Anyway. This game is actually, for what it is, it's actually kind of nice. And these are telegraph poles. And they each have a coordinate marker on them. So I'm guessing this is how the devs figure out where things are. I don't know. Some kind of rudimentary way of finding bugs, I guess. But this game is quite nice. I keep saying that because I really don't I'm got to get back into the swing of streaming because I do not know what to even think or talk about. I mean, I can talk about the train, I guess. This is technically a 260. Yes. Better way to show off the train would be to just look at it. So, the way at least they classified American steam trains back in the day, I don't think they do it anymore. Normally, might. I can't really think of any modern ones off the top of my head, but it's quite literally the number of wheels that it has. This one is a 260 because it has two front wheels, or bogies. And then it has 6 main driving wheels. And then it's always a 3-number thing, so it's 260, because sometimes some trains have a carriage back here that's just more of these small wheels, which is just for weight distribution. You can see there's a lot of moving parts here. And steam engines themselves are very complicated machines, and if not treated properly, will very easily go boom. Just realized I didn't have my light. Nobody down the line would have seen me coming in broad daylight. The only thing I can really fault this game for is all the water for the engine is back here. Even though realistically trains actually do have water stored in the boiler as well. Otherwise the train wouldn't run if there wasn't water in the boiler. I really do like steam trains. At least American steam trains have this look of raw muscle, raw horsepower to them. European trains kind of have that sleek look to them. European steam trains, I should say. You're fine. My honest opinion on that is you need a certified answer from them is my best advice. There is, you really don't want to just give something up if you know that you're not going to get anything back from it. Essentially, I would say trust your gut in this one. Is if you're pretty sure that by giving it to them you're not going to ever see them again, see or hear from them again, you've probably just lost out. Yeah. To be honest, probably getting good. He's probably definitely getting a deal out of that, especially if they're in decent to good condition. But it is that thing of trust your gut and trust your history with them, because if you know for a fact that they're not going to pay you back, it may be worth it seeing if somebody else needs them. So not knowing the person you're selling it to, I can't tell you yes or no on whether or not you should give it to them. But at the same time, you're definitely, from what I can read, you're definitely making the attempt to communicate, which is the important thing. You're the one trying to communicate, they're the ones not responding, which typically means they're not in that much of a desperate need for them. I know this game is still technically an early alpha, but I'm actually still excited for when it actually fully does release, because I want to know for a fact that there's going to be more to see. The game's going to be a lot more to look at, because I can look at trees all day, but I couldn't tell you a thing about them. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Just the way I see it is you're just looking for some advice from somebody, and I'm happy to help out. Yeah, thank you for that. I definitely took the time to make sure that it was less intrusive, essentially. Allow people to see the game, but also know that it's uniquely mine. Because I've seen other streamers and like ones with more cluttered streams, and it's like, it's obvious they want you more, pay more attention to them than the game. But some people just want to see the game more than the streamer, which is quite alright. I'm here to essentially allow people to relax, unwind, and just watch a chill stream for the most part. Just keep going. And good enough. Personally, just like to make sure I set the handbrakes, because especially on this hill, things will run down this hill really fast. An example is I'm just going to take the brake off and just let the train roll. And this isn't even technically the steepest hill in the game. No, steepest hill is between basically between Mantala and Odio. Essentially, that's like a very heavy climb. No, just realized I did not bring any water in here with me. Now I want water. Should be able to essentially with this logging track, you don't want to go more than 20 miles an hour because most of these curves you'll start to derail on. Another thing that you could do is you can go over into the orders here and switch it to road, which will just basically essentially have an AI drive the train for you. I usually only do that with the passenger rail service because I know I ain't gonna be driving passengers all day. Maybe time. We'll mess with AIs probably next time we play this game. I do need to go milestones there. Let's start first repair that track, and just because I can, I'm gonna get the diesel fueling station, even though I won't have diesel trains for a minute because they are expensive. And 27,000. Oh, thank you. Not right now. I think they do have decent power to them. We look at the GP9. 64,000 pounds of packed F, or what we're technically driving right now is the 460 T17 tin wheeler, which only has 16,000. And then there's the F71, biggest locomotive in the game. And it shows 71,000, but it can only take large turns, which means it wouldn't be able to run up this logging track. Good to see that the stream element spot still set up properly. I didn't really check on it before streaming again. So it's nice to see it's working. It's actually nice to be streaming again, to be honest. It's nice. I feel like I can actually relax and kind of enjoy the game I'm playing. I don't want to run too fast down this line. Don't really need any more of that. I'll just set control for now because I don't know what I'm going to need. One thing I will give this game is that it definitely has that feeling of time consumption. Why are words hard today? Because I'm tired. No, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't truly listened through all the music that's set in this folder that I setup for music. A lot of it's actually pretty decent. The mix of ambient music, some pixel music, and might look into some other types of music later. Just want to give variety as much as I can, maybe. Seems that's good. Are we still? No, because we need to be on the third track for passenger cars. Technically, the tutorial, if I remember right. There's a list here somewhere in this document. Somewhere. I don't remember where it was. Trying to just quickly look through, but I guess it's like two. They actually use the actual American whistle system. I don't know if it's still up to date, but it's you whistle twice when going forward, 3 times going backwards, once when you're stopped, 2 long, 1 short, 1 long when you're approaching crossings. And technically you're supposed to use the bell whenever you start moving and whenever you approach crossing. The AI do it better than I do, but I don't need you to go on there. Do I? No, you're still unloading, so I don't need you in there. What are you doing upstairs? 70%. Could technically run as you are now, but we'll let you repair. Makes it easier. The plan is to connect up to this and get our line going. Here, I don't want to apply the handbrake so we don't go further than that. We're going to stopping at Witter, but going to Ela. Witter or Whittier? I have to actually look up the name, because this is based off of a railway that existed at one point, I think. What the devs said. Oh, this is a pain. This one's a pain to just get to, because you can't crouch in the game just yet. Okay. I'm just going to use this mode, because I'm not going to try to get that close. Right. Let's customize this a little bit. nice orange. I think. Can't get silver. Hey, were you still broke with the text? Nope. Actually working. I know it was broken the last match, or at least maybe something else I have broke it, but oh well. Anyways, let's set to a 40-60. 40 throttle to a 60 forward reverser. Should get us up to 25, I want to say. Oh, I didn't connect the hose for this. To the brake. Yeah, I'll just ride between the trains. Nothing wrong there, right? Between the cars. And just going to do. Just need to look at that. Come on. The ones on these passengers cars are finicky, and I don't know why. Let's see. Oh, I need to run up the line and switch that. Here. Alright. Just need to stop at the station. Now just the coast up to our next passenger station. Still set correctly. Water level's doing well. Pressure is doing as well as it can. Firebox is still a firebox. And now we just wait for the car to fill up. We only have 30 passengers here, all of them going to Ela, because it's either Ela or Witter. They don't have a choice. That's broken. Where was... There's the cutout. Cutout brake is basically if you just want to turn the brakes off. Then there's... I don't know if they actually have the other one here. Not seeing it, but you can also use the... You can set it over here, but the MU is multiple unit. Multiple units, basically you can attach two trains together and they'll actually work off of whatever the throttle is set to. Fully loaded with those 30 passengers, so we're going to head up and off to Ila train station now. Here, as we're moving, I'm going to set the Whittier one now. I'm just going to call it Witter, like Witter. And for the most part, we should be set in terms of speed. It's only a slight downgrade around this area, just before this 30-mile-per-hour turn, which is the only thing we're going to have to look out for. Run passengers to Ela, run passengers back to Whittier, and then probably move it to the next day. Because the way this game works, at least in terms of passenger service, is if you just make one stop a day at each station, it'll consider that you're running a passenger station, or passenger station, no, passenger line. You can do a few other things here too, like it's rain. Hey, you can set the weather because of the Unreal Engine 5. But I'm just gonna keep it clear. Because rain's nice, but I guess you could do as well if you want to make it an Erie Mountain. It's also funny how fast everything's set. I think the devs did say that they plan to implement eventually a actual cycling weather. So we're just going to coast it now. I think we're on that downgrade part, which I thought was around here, but it's right here. Or probably go for another 25 minutes. Try to end the stream around the actual hour mark, at least for me, be midnight. But for wherever anyone else is, could be the middle of the day. I know some Australians. I know they're probably at work right now. Uh-oh, we do not want bot in our chat. I do hate those stream bots, but oh well. What can you do? You know, and here I was thinking that maybe Bros Wars would show up today. The only mod I have on this channel. You won't technically, and also I guess Hunter's a mod. So let's be honest. He made himself a mod. And see. Everywhere. No matter where I go, Hunter's there. Somehow. Alright, so these 30 passengers should start to unload. And then I guess there's only 20 for Whittier, and then that's about it. But both of these stations are now considered active. So more passengers will start showing up at them. Yes, that is what a rail looks like. The inside. Just hollow. Just like no. You don't need anything more than just the one nail securing the rails to the log. Why am I saying log? The bed. Rail bed. All right, and all 20 are loaded, if I take that correctly. So we will do basically 60-40 in the reverse direction now. What we get from that? We got $30 for 30 people. And things were different back on the gold standard. When $30 was actually decent. The fun thing is, if I remember right, technically, I should be on the other side of the train. With the engine. It's a fun thing with modern insurance companies and railroads. The locomotive has to be basically in front of the train. Essentially, the lead locomotive has to be the first one in that going that direction. Oh, thank you, then already. Oh, I forgot that was my. Oh, you know. I do like that. There's a reason I made it. Hearing that M1 Grand King. I love it. And I do love it. But thank you for following. And I hope your railway is doing fine over there. One thing that janky in this game is the collision physics. Take a seat in the car if I wanted to. There's 20 people in here, but you wouldn't be. Leave it. All right. Well, it was nice having you around. Have a decent day or night, wherever you may be. And hopefully good fortune is in your future. Yeah, good luck, good fortune in your future. I don't know. It's been so long since I streamed, I don't know what to say anymore. But for me it's night, so I'm just gonna say have a decent night. Spin the lamp around all day long. Technically, you're supposed to have the red one on at the end of the train. Technically, this is the front of the train. Yes, please set it green. That oh, well. Accidentally applied the handbrake on the caboose. Didn't mean to do that. Off the train. Can't set it to red. Okay. Oh. Yeah, just stand in the smokestack. A little smoke inhalation never hurt anyone, even though that's technically just steam and a little bit of smoke. Anyway, I could really mess with the whistles all day if I wanted to. Like, you know what? Why don't we do this one here? You know, little Thomas. I like setting like different whistles for each train so that they're unique. A little too old. That actually works for you. That actually kind of matches. Even though I'm pretty sure that the one that they have modeled here in the game, and I'm going to go into first person to look at this. Let me on. Yeah. The one here in the game that's modeled is actually the Union Pacific 5 chime. If I'm thinking of it correctly. But basically it has these steps up. So there's 5 of these before it actually escapes out. The design of the whistle is what makes it sound different. And just so that we have passengers in the morning, we will set the ELA line up. And now we'll just let them unload so that we're not waiting that long. And we should have some fresh cars in the morning. But before that happens, actually probably going to need to use this. Please set the actual brake. Just want to accelerate a few hours so that this boxcar actually is unloaded, and then I can just throw it on the track. Okay, so that's done. Wait an hour. Where are you at? So now it should be unloaded. Let's see. For you, definitely not that one. Or that one. Regen? Bulky. Really annoying. Wouldn't have well, not doesn't have that beef behind it. Definitely not. You know what? That one works. You know what? Just because this is the original. This is the number one I'm gonna call it. Fancy's number one. Because this is the number one in. Funny enough, I actually need to get more coal in this thing. Alright. Now we're gonna go throw this at the Whittier interchange. So that way it goes to the Atlantic locomotive work. Yay. And then that'll get filled. We can drop it back off over here and have parts to repair. Overran it. Still gonna load? No, you're not. Actually, I do need to forward more stuff. Now you. Trying to think of this correctly. Because we need to drop off it in the morning. There's going to be a car for here, which is going to be for sawdust, and then there's going to be the actual cut wood cars. I know it's damaged, but I kind of like the rustic look on this. Makes engine look like it's been through it. Technically, it has story-wise, but I didn't. So for this, we just need to basically set it anywhere on these first two tracks, and it basically will work. Just works. Set you there, apply that brake, go back forward. This basically will be taken away, and then we'll get it. So it'll get taken away technically in-game tomorrow. And then it's brought back the day after. Kind of funny. This is how old log mills were set up. The only thing that's missing is the actual like little manual chain that they would have for this, so that they can drag the logs in from the lake. this one. No particular reason, I just like this shorter track. And then setting it to the other one. That way, if I accidentally come running down this line without thinking about where I'm going, I have a little bit more time to stop. But not really. Have a stop. And then we just leave that one there for night and just go sleep. Then 6 o'clock comes around. All that got changed out for all of this. Got a long train note here. But it is set up correctly. So both of these are the R1 supply line. The rest of this is for the bridge, heating. Funny enough is what I like to do, even though it is pressurized and set up, I need to disconnect these. They're different. Those two go in the same place. Not so. Take you off. And you technically are going to the same place, but are different locations. So we pick you off as well. Then we get our train. And what we're going to do is we're going to separate these out. Basically, these cars are for this area over here, and then the other ones have to be ran across the map. So what I'm probably going to do is we'll deliver these cars and then probably call the stream there, set up to get these ones going, but then it should be, oh, they put on 3 brakes. Should be usually only the first. We will throw on the brake for that car. I need to get onto the other side of these ones because most of this, except for these 3 are pushed. Because I need to push these ones in. Doesn't actually give me a measurement. So we'll just, yeah, we can definitely do that. So now I need to, since I need on the other side, I'm going to flip them, set them right here, and then get on the reverse side of them. So I can push instead of pull. I also need to get those logs down and brought into that siding. Oh, I'm over in the wrong train. And also, because this spent the night in the repair shed, it actually got a little bit more repairs, which have made it Look a little better. Still rusted. Still a little dull. Old, but still perfect. Nice. And just coast it. Get this break for the moment. Run forward and get on the other side. Rebar number. It's actually kind of nice that it tells you what's in them. Those ones are empty because they need to be filled. She kind of a nice night out. Wish I was outside. Instead, I'm in here, dreaming, playing with trains. This side, break off. Still need to go forward, so 50% forward be enough. Just give it a little. But the cars. This car is going left at the lumber mill. These next three are going into these sidings, as you can see from the going tracks. Then these ones go up over this station over here. And then we should be set. You know what else I can do real quick? Not that. I need this. Then no. You should be full. So we're actually going to set you to road mode forward. And then this guy will go there, and I just remembered something important before, because there isn't an actual decent AI set up for the passenger service, but you can set these flares in the track and the AI won't go past those unless you tell them to. So it's a way to automate your railway, just with a lot more manual input. You know, I just thought of something. I gotta go check with my gig. In a second since I've seen one, but I'm pretty sure he still streams. I think. Again, I think I can verify. I know Borosaurus still streams, but he doesn't watch mine. Meanwhile, I'm there as much as I can be. And then there's Hunter. I need to watch. Because he's actually fun to watch. Especially when he's doesn't know what he's doing. I really do like this music. It's really nice. Anyways, that says it's good. I'm further back because I know they'll deliver another one tomorrow. Unbreak that. I'll just push these three at this siding. And I'm gonna need over here. Technically going to need to push these three cars into here and then back over here so that we can set the fuel and oil, and then put around this side and push the two cars here, and then put this diesel one right there. Forward brake. They need to be over there. But I'm pretty certain our tracks are actually set up. Are you at? Yeah, you are not. Just now there. These are the only three here right now. We can just set them right there. And then, yeah, like I was saying, these three need to be pushed onto the one side, and then I don't have any way to put them unless I go back there. I don't want to push them, so yeah, we're just going to continue forward to the actual Whittier station. I'm going to say both Whittier. Now that I've said it as Whittier, popping out. These are all the one that's fully loaded, so we need more power than that. But now that you've been to Ela, what we're going to do is actually reset this flare a little bit. Those passengers. Then you are going to have first orders. I didn't even think about that. I have to set 10. We'll do 5 minutes. I don't want the AI to be there forever. also need to set a fuse line about here, I want to say, so that it'll stop over here at, no, I guess, yeah, it would have 19 because it's got all these cars sitting over here still. This this is also, those are flowers. That's water. This is color number 547. And we should be good about here. That's for that break. Good enough. Need 3 cars past. Okay, stopped. And brake and forward. And now we should be good to just set that one up here, grab these 2 cars, throw them back onto the here, then grab that Whittier one and repair one diesel. Basically just for diesel fueler thing. Words. What are words? But you know, confusing. Now if I'm just gonna apply that stuff. Oh, they shortened that. This used to be like down to here. Yeah, it's kind of funny to me that you can put a handbrake on the trains and then push against that handbrake and it doesn't do any damage to them. I wonder if they're going to change that. Because you do not want to push a car with its handbrake on. You'll just damage it real bad. Anyway, we got that stopped. We're gonna flip over here and run it back. Nancy's number 1. The best locomotive around. Yeah, you can tell because it's got that number 1 on it. There's only one of them. hold that brake, put BB there, and now we can just flip up to that, drop these here. Almost good to go. Still have work on now that I'm thinking about it. Whoops. Nope, I can hear the other train coming. And first one in, and we're going to push. Yes, because we'll get a third one that we can squeeze in later. On now, drop that forward. Grab our last car for this stream anyway, and go and drop it over here. All right. Yeah, don't tell me you're stuck. Use your stuff over here. Then we can actually set you to forward. I swear, if you take off, we're gonna have problems. Good. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether or not it's actually going to stop, or if it's just going to keep going, because the AI in this game is iffy. All right, and full send backwards. Not really full send because I don't want to derail. But should load up per which there are 17. Essentially, once you get to the point of doing the AI in this game, you should just have them being running passenger service basically all the time. No reason to not have them going. Yeah, we're making it diesel. That's it's basically diesel for whenever I decide to buy a diesel train. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting to that point of just like, hey, I should get some sleep, but I'm actually going a little fast there. Sometimes taking certain turns too fast will actually damage the car without railing it. But if you keep going that speed, it will derail. So we can drop you, decouple, and just pull forward just a bit and just hide in the station at the moment. And with that, we have delivered the cars that I'm going to. Now, these ones we'll do next time I come back around. Again, my plan is to keep stuff going. I don't want to stop, essentially. But essentially, that's all we have now. At least that's all I have. That's all I must have. Stop it there. That's good question. I just keep hitting my feet. Oh. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. It has been a pleasure. It is nice to be back streaming. I plan on continuing to stream. I want to at least, again, like I said, I want to try streaming every day. Keep an eye on Discord, definitely. Or if I should post whether or not I'm streaming there, unless I'm too lazy to. But I will keep updates. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to try for War Thunder to just see how stream setup will handle something more on that end. But thank you for joining me. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, night, whatever time zone you may be in. And I hope that you have a good day tomorrow, next week, going forward. Just a good day, just good days going forward. Not really anyone online to raid at the moment, so we're just gonna go ahead and end it off. If there was somebody on, I would raid over, but looks like not right now. Again, thank you for joining. And until next time, goodbye.